frame. Oh yeah! Welcome back. My name is Rio and we're talking about a topic that I am absolutely passionate about. We are talking about strength. Now we are going totally off the cuff here. No script, no nothing. I'm speaking all out of my brain because I know so much about it, I think, and I love to talk about it. My qualifications. Here are my qualifications. Did a couple push-ups, pump them up. Yep, here are my qualifications. Okay. Anyways. All right. So you as a Christian man, you as a man need a certain level of strength. You need a certain level of strength. It's a big deal. All right. When you have a physical amount of strength, you can walk into a room, you can have a presence, because when you've got an amount of strength, there's a certain aura, we'll call it. That's a popular term, your aura. You've got plus 100 aura or something when you walk in a room. Let me ask you, what happens when you see somebody who's jacked or somebody with a lot of muscles? What is kind of a gut reaction? What is an instant kind of reaction that you get inside your head or whatever? Is it, I guarantee you it's not, ooh, he sucks, or like, ugh, that's gross. I mean, it might gross you out. I don't know. Some of those guys have veins that look like a river and it's going side to side. That's kind of weird. That's kind of gross. But, if anything, it's a reverence to them. It's a, whoa, well, they worked for it. Wow, they must be capable. Wow, they must be a certain amount of things. And that matters. That matters. Let's say you have that and you walk into a room. You frame your opinion with your image. When you come in and you want to convey an opinion, people are not seeing your words, they are seeing your face, they are seeing your body, they are seeing your actions. So when you have a strong frame, when you've got muscles that say something, the muscles say something, they say determination, they say confidence, they say perseverance, they say don't mess with me and listen to what I have to say. That is a big thing. You could literally be standing up for the faith. You could be saying that, yes, God, Jesus did die on that cross, and yes, he did come back 3 days later. Boom! You know what I'm saying? And do not say anything otherwise. There's just boom. There's just an energy to it. It just matters. It just matters. And the muscles, it's a superficial thing. You don't need to be Arnold. You don't need to have, insane amounts of muscles to the point where it's, vain or it's like, in excess. The average guy doesn't need to be a bodybuilder. Some of them do. I like to try and think that that's why I work out. I want to look like those guys, More recently, I've been training more for endurance, more running. It's just the stage in, my physical life that I'm at right now. I have to run a lot more for what I do. I have to, be good at, push-ups and sit-ups and running rather than, a squat or a deadlift or, the fun things, a bench that's really high, More what I'd even like to show off is the journey that it took. I didn't show up to the gym one day and do that. My first time working out wasn't even in a gym. I did that at home. I had a couple weights at home and I started getting to it, And that's really what it comes down to is the background of then getting strong, that kind of subconscious what's going on as your muscles are getting bigger, as you're getting stronger, as you're getting, more well-versed in the gym. You might be meeting new friends. There might be new things going on. It might be bettering your life in so many ways, but one of the biggest internal things that's happening is your character is changing. It hurts to start lifting heavy weights and lifting them and, beyond when it starts to hurt. You know what that takes, right? It takes perseverance. You don't have to go to the gym. I think very few people are dragged to the gym or are, if you don't show up, something is wrong, unless you're in some kind of sports team. So it also builds up discipline. It builds up determination. You make a conscious choice every day to go to the gym. And if you're not doing that, think about how much that little aspect in your life might help you. If you have a little aspect in your life where no matter what, I'm going to go do something. No matter how I feel, no matter what it's raining, it's shining the sun, or it's snowing or whatever. We get a lot of snow up here where I'm from. And I tell you, there's some days where I trek right through it, power right through, get my big coat on and go to the gym because, damn it, I need to. All right? So it's building up that discipline. And imagine how that could improve other areas of your life. Say you need to study for something. I don't want to. But you do it. Because discipline told you needed to do it and you did it. It could come with lustful things. Your body might be telling you in the gym, might be saying like, stop, no more, my muscles hurt or whatever. And now the parallel to that is your body might be saying like, I want to look at those images, I need to look at that again. I need to scroll more. I need to, lust more or do whatever, waste more time and fornicate more. But you, your mind, you own your body. Your soul owns your mind and your mind owns your body. And at the end of the day, you have control over all of it. Don't let your body control you. And the biggest way you can train that is getting those reps in with reps in the gym. See how it all connects? It's a mentality. You're not only going to the gym to improve your muscles, you're going to the gym to improve your mentality. So why aren't you strong? I say that with ultimate seriousness. And I am a little pissed off because I look around and many people have pointed out before, but there's just too many soy boys around. There's too many weak, effeminate men, and there's too many weak and effeminate Christian men. And it's not good. We need to be a force for Christ. What happens when you run into adversaries? What happens when somebody starts saying, no, Bible, stop it? Are you going to lay down and say, okay, man, that's what you say? Or are you going to do something about it? Are you going to be capable enough to do something about it? Imagine that. Imagine being capable enough to do something about it. When you see an issue and you do something about it. Imagine the internal strength that you get, the boost of courage that you would get knowing that if there's something wrong and you can fix it, you can fix it. If you could be capable of fixing it, how crazy would that be? It comes down to the leadership of a woman too. When we look at the original sin, Adam sitting passively by as Eve bites the apple and throws humanity into a spiral, where did God go? He did not go to Eve and say, girl, you bit that apple and it's your fault. No, he went to Adam first. He was going, where were you? What were you doing, man? Adam could have done something. He was being passive. That's an entirely different thing. He was capable, but he was being passive. Imagine not even being capable to step up and do something. Imagine something's going on and you're not even capable. What the hell, man? Imagine being weak and not being capable of doing something because you made choices to not make yourself capable. And I'll show this. I'll be sharp with you because iron sharpens iron, and I need to be sharp with you because this is a big deal. Imagine when times get tough and they start coming for your family, they start coming for your faith. What are you going to do? I need to reiterate, what are you going to do? Are you going to be capable enough to kick their ass? And that it doesn't have to be physically. That could be doctrinally. Is your mentality, is your way of life, and is what you project to other people going to be weak and wimpy? Or are you going to be capable? And are you going to be firm and strong? You need to be physically strong. You need to be a strong man. All right, we're going to calm down here. I've put it in your face enough. Now we're going to kind of more tenderly talk about some of the excuses. And I understand. Some people, they can't afford a gym, or there's not a gym around them, and that's okay. All right, that's totally okay. Like I said, I didn't start in some big gym. I'm there. I'm in a big gym now. I've been to big gyms. That's great and all. But I didn't start there. And I think some of the biggest things that people, they don't go into any sort of physical strength. They don't go to a gym because there's that barrier of entry. They think that they'll be judged if they go there, or that they're not good enough to go there, or the gym is too good for them. Even that could be a thing, and that's totally not true. I want to also, as much as I will sharply tell you that you need to be strong and point the finger right at you. I also want to be open. I want to have my arms open and say, you're welcome in the gym, no matter what you are, no matter how out of shape, messed up, whatever's wrong, disabled, anything's wrong, you're welcome in the gym, and you're welcome to look stupid doing it. You know, we all look stupid doing it. When you first start, you're gonna look stupid doing it, but that's okay. I looked stupid doing it. All right. One of the biggest things that I don't like about having all these muscles is now nobody tells me if I'm doing something wrong. You know what I mean? They look at me and they go, he knows what he's doing. I could have the worst form ever on something and I wouldn't know. I think that might be a rare thing, but what if I didn't know and somebody's not going to come up and point that out to me anymore? So let me just tell you, as somebody new in the gym, if you're now new into the gym, the videos you see online or the idea you have in your head of if you suck, you're going to get made fun of or whatever, those get blown out of context way too much. Those get blown into higher proportions than they need to be. It's not true. I know for damn sure that I never felt like that, and I made sure to make sure nobody else ever felt like that. You know, when it was my job to be a personal trainer, of course I was going out of my way to talk to different people in the gym if they looked new and whatnot. But even before that, you know, I would go and say hi to the guy who clearly this might be his, like, you know, single digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, first time in the gym. And I made sure to say hi and maybe point out something, you know, say, hey, what's going? You know, give them a good topic. You know, I call this out to some of the people that are more advanced. You know, if you see somebody who looks new, if they're doing something wrong, you know, you don't need to even point that out. That might in their head kind of, again, blow it up to a bad proportion. Ooh, I suck. Things like that. You know, hey, I like your shirt. That's a cool shirt. Hey, mind if I give you a tip? When you're doing like going to the tip, end it with a fist bump, say keep going, I'm glad you're here, whatever, you know, good work, have a good workout. If you have any more questions, let me know. Hey, what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. All these things, you know, develop that community because that's what the gym needs to be. To conclude this video, I really want to end on a real note. You know, I'm going to say it again and again. I have to be harsh with you because it's such a big deal, but don't take it like I'm condemning you. I'm encouraging you. I know you can do it. You know, search YouTube. Search in the internet, find a forum, look at the old videos, look at how they did it back then, you know, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. That was really the golden age. They knew what they were doing. Become strong, but always remember that the reason we're doing it is to build determination, perseverance, and discipline. These are things that are key to being a masculine man. These are things that you need, and we have such an amazing way to get it, and that's by working out. And on the plus side, dude, you look better. Dude, you feel better. The chicks might take it, man. To be totally serious with you, man. Like, dude, you'll look better. You'll feel better. I feel so much better having worked out. You know, my clients, I have people that would lose weight. And they would lose so much weight and they would just feel better. You'd even go home from a workout and you would feel good. You're like, man, I improved myself. And on double to that, honestly, my arm's kind of sore. I had arms day yesterday. It was arm day. We got the arms going. Dude, I'm sore now. And now I'll move. I'll reach to grab something. And, oh, that's a little sore. And I kind of pat myself on the back again. I'm like, yeah, that's right. And you want to know why? It's just a reminder of my hard work. You can do it, man. And it improves your life so much. It rocks, man. Protein rocks, man.
Protein rocks.
Protein rocks!
Awesome. Protein rocks.
Protein.
But I'm going to end it here. You need to be strong. Build your physical strength or you will suffer. I know you can do it. I believe in you. I've seen people that I guarantee are 50 times more face in the dirt than you are right now, and they've gone so much. Think about this. Even if it's one step forward, that's a step in the right direction. You made it to the gym. That's a step in the right direction. Your workout might suck. Your day might suck. Something might be wrong. Your muscles might hurt. Your joints might hurt. But you made it to the gym. That's a point. You made it. That's a step in the right direction. Come on, man. It's time to get hyped. It's time to start getting excited. I want you to leave this video feeling excited. Go do something physical. Go do some push-ups. Anybody's got it. Go do some push-ups. Go do some sit-ups. Go do some body squats. Go do something right now. Right now. I challenge you. 10 push-ups. Do your 10 push-ups right now. Let me know in the comments if you did them. You better have done them. Do 10 push-ups. I'll do 10 push-ups after I'm done filming this video. I'll do 10 push-ups. I swear. I will. Do 10 push-ups, man. Get strong. Get serious. You can do it. You can do it. Get strong. Come on now. Let's go. Another way to get strong is to subscribe and like this video. What? Get strong, man. All right. I'm getting hyped just talking about this. I hope you're hyped. I will see you all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day and read the Bible. See you later.